got a question. Let's see. How many of you have ever been stung by some kind of bug or bit by some kind of bug? All right. Well, on Monday, I was out at football practice, and something was buzzing around back in my head, and I just swatted that thing. And I got the bug, but not before it got me too. And he got me good. And it kind of swelled up a little bit. I'm not allergic, so that was a good thing. But it's the first time I've been stung in a while. But man, there's nothing that helps you remember not to automatically swat at something than getting stung by it. You know, next time that happens, I probably won't be so quick just to swat it. I'll probably try to swat it away. But I just swatted that thing and he got me good. You may be thinking, what's he talking about? Well, I would much rather have learned my lesson another way, you know. I remember being your age, and I was a rascal. I was a rascal. I was mischievous. I liked to have fun, and I got in trouble a lot. I like to have the wrong kind of fun. I got in trouble a lot. And I got a lot of whippings, got a lot of discipline, had to ride a lot. A lot of that stuff in school, got punished a lot. And I finally got to the point where I realized, you know what? I'd rather learn my lesson without the sting. I'd like to learn my lesson without the sting. And I finally got to that point and came to the conclusion that maybe I should do what's right. Maybe I should listen to what my teacher is saying. Maybe I should listen to what my mom and dad are saying. And man, I won't be hurting all the time. Well, I want to tell you something. Sin has a lot of sting to it. And when we do wrong, we disappoint God, there's consequences. And the sting hurts. And we don't want that. We don't want that to happen. The best thing to do is to listen to what God has to say without having to deal with those consequences. But ultimately, at some point, you've got to get to the point that you don't do those things because you love God. How many of you love God? Okay. Most of you are not going to not put your hand up. Most of us, hopefully all of us, you can put your hand down, love God. That's where it really comes. That's when you realize that you're getting closer and closer to God. It's because you don't want to do bad things, not because it stings, not because it hurts, but because it disappoints God. One of the worst things that my mom could ever say to me is, Travis, I am so disappointed that you did this or that. It kills me. If she called me today and found out about something I did and I had disappointed her on the phone and she said, I'm really disappointed in what you've done. That's all it would take. That's all it would take. She doesn't have to whip me anymore. She doesn't have to, you know, make me do different things. One of the worst things ever was when my dad would make me sit on the couch and just say, don't move. Okay? Any of you that know me know that that's a punishment worse than death. And to have to sit on the couch, no TV on, and do nothing. It was the hardest thing in the world to just sit there. I don't know, some of you may call that time out. But I had a time out. I hated that. But now I'm to the point that, you know, they can't do that. The worst thing they can say is I'm disappointed. Did you know that when you mess up, when you fall short, and when you do things that are not right, it disappoints God? He loves you so much, and He wants the right thing for your life, that when we mess up, He gets disappointed. He gets heartbroken. That's the last thing I want to do to God. That's the last thing I want to do to Jesus, is to break His heart. So my encouragement to you is to, yes, it's going to sting if you mess up. You're going to be punished for things when you mess up. There are consequences to things. But eventually get to the point that you don't do those things just because it disappoints God. It breaks His heart. Anybody in here ever been brokenhearted? Yeah. It doesn't feel real good. I've been brokenhearted. You know, things that happen, bad things that I wish didn't have to happen. But they do. You put your hand down. And we have to deal with those things. That's the way God feels when we do things that disappoint Him. He's heartbroken over it because He thinks you're the best thing ever. He Anybody like to hear that? I like the other end of that when Mom says, man, I just love you so much. How many of you got moms that love you so much that it hurts sometimes? My mom, I'll put your hand down, I'll tell you a little story. My mom, we'd be driving somewhere, and I guess it would just hit her how much she loved her kids. We'd be sitting in the back seat of the car, and she'd be driving, and she'd reach back, and she'd smack my leg. I just love you so much, you know. And I'm like, well, if you love me so much, why does it hurt so much? Some of you may have parents like that. Maybe you have grandparents that squeeze your cheeks. And, yeah, all of you. I heard that. They just love you so much, they just take the fur out of your cheeks and they just love you. You know? Well, unfortunately for Miss Whitney, I had caught that trait. Sometimes I'll squeeze her cheeks and I just love you so much, or I'll squeeze her bit and just say, oh, look, I squeeze you, you know. You may think this kind of hurts a little bit. But I got that from my mom, so my kids have to look forward to that. So you may be driving down the road and I'll just smack those legs or pinch those cheeks or just squeeze them. You know, they may think, why? If you love me so much, why do you hurt so much? But that's just the way I love folks. You know, just love them to death. So, all right, let's see. What song can we sing today? I want to roll the gospel charity. If our brother's in the way, we will stop and pick him up. If our brother's in the way, we will stop and pick him up. And he won't tag along me.
Today is my mother's 75th birthday, and Mr. Eldridge has said that we could sing happy birthday to her because she doesn't get very many surprises, and she is living alone by herself. Seth, would you come down here? And everybody's going to sing happy birthday to her, and this is going on the website, so y'all sing your best. The whole chapel is on the website, so you guys sing happy birthday and sing your best. Would you lead us?
Yes. What's the name?
Joanne.
Joanne. All right, Joanne. Happy birthday, Joanne. Here we go. Happy birthday.